Hi, here I am, back on the hub, and back to play some 7 pointers. So let's try. Let's not try Chris Vinbos. Where did he disappear to? Alex. I don't understand that because it says his PR is 4.3, but when you click on him. Okay, well, we'll try him. We want normal. So he's got a Spanish flag. Lucky him. And he's going to play us. I think I always go for an E. So Alex Fahey. You two. So I'm starting to like this, like, kind of graphite muted colors board. Actually, I think it's a lot better than the red one. So Irish Alex, he's got an Irish flag as well. So everything so far is pretty standard. Good morning, Justin. Maybe after his 5-4, pretty even. I could switch actually, but I'm not going to. So I get the builder on the 6 point. And now doubling is worth thinking about, but I've got 3 men back. He's got the 5 point. And noting those features, I'm not going to give it very much more thought. This, I could come up to the 21, but now after the fan, we were talking about doubling. We improved. He fanned again. Test Alex's metal a little bit, see what he's made of. This should be a very easy take. I wonder what he's thinking. Always be very interesting to find out. So again, we can switch, similar with the 2-2. But since, we don't want to, because we want to keep the checkers where they are, so he's primed, and we can come up to the 21, which is good. And I suppose we get out of the way of a 4-4 and 2-6. And maybe this one, because this gives us 1-1 to close the 4 point. So we can see immediately how easy a take this was. So he comes up, does that. And before the 6-6, I hardly had an advantage. Okay, so I'm clearly very happy to bring those checkers round to the 9 point. Even though I have to leave my straggler. Now I want to come up. What's the value of the 9 point is that it's acting as a builder for the 4 point, but well, maybe I can play 9-6 and 24-22. And the other play is 2 down, so not giving up anything. In some sense, I want to come up to the 21 point, not the 22, because it's easier to get home from there and escape. Or I could just play 9-7 with the last one and give up the builder. I really don't know, actually. Hi, Mark. I really don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so I'm very happy I didn't come up to the 21. He's pretty happy he rolled a 5-1. And now I'm doing well. Oh dear. Well, of course, now I got hit back. It doesn't seem so clever to have hit, but I suppose if I'm an underdog, it's only slight, so I didn't lose out that much. I mean, I lost out a lot, but I wasn't sure if there was another reasonable four, so what's this? What's he doing? So wants to make the 9. This is a disaster. I mean, he can double. I can still take. That hit is enormous. If I don't come in with a 3, such a huge sequence. I think I just have to do that, and I don't know whether or not. Yeah, what can I do here? Might just have to take. It's extremely gammonish. So what is going on? Just looking at, what he can roll. 2-1, double 1. Good, not amazing. 2-1 hits twice. 3-1. Awkward. 4-1 hits and covers, but I'm not dead. So what I see now is the big detractor in my position is the open 4-point and the 2 spares on the 5. Carry on looking at some of the numbers. 4-3, or all of them maybe. Double 3 is going to be amazing for him. 4-3. So how bad is a number that's not good for him, like 4-3? It's not actually that bad. I mean, I did feel that this was beyond takeable, but I just wanted to check. I think the key that could swing it into comfortable pass territory, again, is the open 4-point. Other than that, I mean, the race is okay. We're not on the bar, so that's just a lot of numbers. I'm going to be very unhappy. So I'm quite happy to just let it go. I think he missed a cube, but you could see I had to think about it. I was a little bit unsure. Okay, so he should hit on the on the 4-point, but he didn't. Now I can just double with the extra checker on the 11-point. This must be a take still. Very similar to the first gammonish position in my book, actually. Okay. 6 hits. Obvs. Hitting leaves 4 blots, probably not good, but I don't know if it's wrong. Yeah, I would make the anchor. It's such a strong thing to make the anchor. Okay. So what you notice is that players that are less experienced, they play certain moves faster than you expect them to do, and that's because it's like they want to get it over with because they're not really sure what to do. There's always this almost this unconscious thing that says that I don't want to start thinking or I'm going to be paralyzed, so I'm just going to make any play, and if I do start thinking, then I'm going to feel uncomfortable. So I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I think it goes something like that. Double 2 is enormous. I thought I was leading 2-1. I'm been missing cubes, probably. or at least missing the thought of cubing. I thought I was leading 2-1. That's really bad. I think he can still take, so I'm thinking perhaps I didn't do anything too terrible, but I didn't give myself a chance to look at the position. So 6-1, it's sort of unusual just to run from the 20 like that, but I don't have anything else. Three-two can make both points, but should I do that? I don't know, actually. I'm not going to leave a direct shot on the 9 point. It's funny, you get all these players that... There are a lot of new players on the hub. I really think that's a really good thing. Mainly British. I think because the creator of the site is English, but I don't know why that should make any difference as to where the user base comes from, but most of the people are like kind of Anglophones, or like not Anglophones, yeah, Anglophone, people that speak English, like English speaking kind of. I don't know why that is. Not so many Americans. Don't know what he's doing really. Just kind of playing random. So should I point on him? Probably could double switch. Probably have to point on him. If I just play the normal coming home game, doesn't leave such a great structure. The play is going to be something like 16-10, 13-10 twice. That doesn't look so great. He makes some sort of, maybe he makes the 2 point. I know this can allow him to make the 1 point, but if he doesn't, well, this isn't amazing either. If he doesn't, then I can get to do something like this. Oh. And I don't know, what am I saying? What can I... So that's the 2, probably, just to get builders. We don't worry about double 4, and we're going to do that. Hey, Eric. Really nice to see you. Got all the usual guys. All the usual. 4 and 1. We just look for the one that makes it easy, of course, easiest for us to bear in, so maybe avoiding a really bad double 3 or something like that, or double 2. I guess that we want to check her on the 5 point, but it seems that I'm more likely to be able to bring all my checkers in it. Okay, so there's only a tiny detraction in the position, the extra checker on the 6 point, but it shouldn't matter, and most of the time I'm going to win a G. And it will be good. Even here, I'm really tempted just to take the checkers off. I don't think clearing the 6 is that safe immediately. Oh, God. Well, we regret it now. So maybe usually you just clear the 6. And you never derogate from that. But I just thought... I mean, of course, it's so important to try not to leave any shots. I mean, you want to go for a G, but he's out of there. But you see that when you leave the shot, it's such a disaster because, of course, it turns around the game from 90 to whatever it is to 20. You go from extreme to extreme. Yeah, knew it was good. I saw. I mean, everyone was there. It looked incredible. I would love to... What are we doing? Why are we doing that? Yeah, okay. I saw it. Almost all the like big names were playing. Just want to remember that I'm 5-2 up. He could even come up. I think he needs to. So he's going to play the 3 if he does play 6-3. Oh, he's not going to. Okay. And then all I do is try and win an undouble gammon. 1-2. This is not so easy, so don't want to leave a shot. And so do I come out? Possibly yes. Ah, that's sweet. The last time was there in 2022. Okay, and this is it. We just play on like this. What's going on? 5-1. Just try and get builders. When your opponent's got no board, you have the luxury of being able to spread them. But he can make the bar. And that just clearly switches. Because, again, no board, you can just do that. And you can hit loose with relative impunity. I love saying that. What does that do? Come bring. Now double 5. Double 5 will close the board anyway. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm too lazy to. Just thinking about which doubles will make another point and board. 13-6 seems wrong because you've got to kind of cater the possibility of him anchoring. But I think also 24-17 is a bit wrong because you want some more checkers. You don't want to overkill the possibility of him or overestimate or cater for the chance of him coming in on the 22 too much. So you double 4 closes the board like that. Again, these plays are really tricky. He's just going to hit and he shouldn't. So maybe in the not too distant future. Okay, now do I play? I don't think so. I want to clear the 14, not the 13. So I think I'm not really worried about if he rolls a 4, he'll hit, but he shouldn't hit. Right here, I still win gammons, so do I really want to double and kill those gammons? So I roll 5-4, I bring 2 down. He can just win. So there are some wins. And what's the take point? I always like forget this kind of stuff. So this is like one of those scores like where you're 2 away, 3 away. So I'm 2 away, 5 away. It's similar where the opponent's take point is not trivial, so it's not ridiculously low, but you don't want to cube before you're close to that take point. So if the opponent's take point is like 23 and he's got like 27% here or something, I don't know, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, then it would be a big mistake to cube this. Also when you factor in the gammons. Maybe we just wait till... No, I think we just don't cube, because if we roll a good number, we're going to be playing on. And then we got to play now, I think. You just play 7-2. It's possible. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. I'm not delighted if he rolls a 4. So this could be. Again, we got the thing of we don't want to kill gammons. But I don't know how many gammons we win from here. And it seems like we win enough single games to make it difficult for him to decide whether he wants to take this. I mean, you don't need to be winning like 95%. You only need to be like a really solid, like 77% favorite or whatever it is. But he'll probably just take and recube. Of course, the point is when he recubes, he doesn't win the match. But, you know, you're never happy about it. Hey, Thomas. Long time. How are you? Haven't heard from you for a while, actually. So yeah, again, I would really like to know what my opponent is thinking, and I just want to know what he is thinking as a less experienced player, because I know that loads of people find it very difficult to know what to think about when they're being doubled. I mean, it's so hard because you're always basing your decisions on other decisions or other references. Very nice. Or you could just be putting it into XG Mobile. Of course not. Okay, so I think maybe, you know, one of the things that could have been going on there, he just didn't want to pass. You're still watching? Cool, cool. I'm still doing them. So where are we? We're Crawford. Nice 6-2 for my opponent. We could probably just run. I mean, there's no future in playing 13-5, hoping to cover, then you're still behind. You're still behind. But there is a future in playing just to the 16. Playing to the 16 and keeping those two things connected. Okay, there's no future in that at all. So he's going to point on me. Nice. And then play 24-20. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not live. Well, I usually do them on a Friday, but now kind of found myself doing it on a Monday. So you can hit there, you can still win, but if you come in on the 24 and then split, you can get eliminated immediately. So as long as you have the 24 point, you know, even now. Oh, that's... As long as you have it, you're always in the game. Yeah, he can see that there's something bizarre about playing this, but he's going to do it anyway. So will he see that he can remake the 6? I think he will. No. Oh, because he can hit that. So now he does see... Okay, he sees that. You know, always happy to have the have some sort of hope. You know, got the... Whatever happens, I got nothing, but I've still got something. I've still got something, and there's nothing that the opponent can do about it. So he should clear the 7 there. Oh, nice, nice, he does. The 3 I could play 6-3. And, you know, it's just a luxury. We could just sit back, make the board, and wait, and there's nothing to think about. Okay, he's played that really well. Just don't want to get backgammoned. Okay. Now, I don't know, there's such a slight difference, but I don't think we... Actually, now I'm changing my mind. Getting paranoid. about losing the backgammon. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. He rolled. I think I miscounted. I thought he had an odd number of checkers, but maybe I would have run if I'd have paid attention and really seen. So I'm post Crawford. He's going to double. I cannot pass. I'm not allowed to. Six one. He makes the bar. I will do that. He just, I mean, he doesn't know what to do. Or does he feel like he wants to hit? I can't remember whether he put the hit on the board or not. And now he's not moving checkers at all. In any case, so 4-3 is a great roll. 5-4, he doesn't hit me back. And now I'm looking very good. Yeah, you do get the pauses in, to me, the unlikely places when you play weaker players. So 5-2 is not ideal, but what do I do with it? Just slot the point I want to make. I thought that move was going to go back. I felt it was going to be a click back, but it wasn't, which is always nice. 6-5. Probably just give up and try and race, try and roll a 1. I wouldn't have done that. So can we slot? Probably yes, because of the blots in board. Okay, and then we get to that, and then you win. So how? Okay, he's going to do that. What to hope would make the anchor possibly interesting to see. I think I played well. I think I should have played really well because there wasn't anything. There was no decision that flummoxed me. Short match, so maybe if there was a blunder, I mean, maybe I didn't play that well. My opponent, I don't know that he did. He just playing kind of strange move. 6-1. I can just go, I think. I don't need to hit 6-1. If I hit, I have to go to the ace point. Then I don't get to cover the one I want. So I just want to maximize my chance of rolling the prime forward. And once I get the closeout, of course, it's very unlikely that I lose the race. So I'm just going for a closeout. And the way you do it is you roll the prime forward. So I don't want to check on the 1 point. And I think it's funny, you know, when sometimes this happens when the opponent gets right to the end of the game, they're going to lose. They do start, finally, they start kind of thinking, now I have to hit 1, so I might as well hit 2. I'm not desperate to hit any of them because I don't want him to anchor. And he hasn't, which is good. And now I don't want to... I don't want to leave double 6 for no reason. I don't want to have checkers on the... I don't necessarily want spares. I don't think we can do anything about double 6. I don't... Oh, no. So don't want spares on the high points, but now I have to because otherwise I'll end up leaving a shot. But here, so for here, I just want to clear, of course. Very happy to have the spares on low points. Okay, that's it. So thank you to Alex. And download before we see the result. My My throat is no spoilers in the audience if you saw it. But there were no decisions, I don't think. In fact, I can't remember a decision I had that I want to look at. And that's always the thing that you want to be mindful of. What were the decisions that were interesting, and why is the screen black? It should come on in a sec. Should be able to get XG with my nice little... Oh, because it needs the pin code. Mm. Oh, oh, you wanted to make me wait. Okay, and it's still not. Circle of Doom is still... I don't know if you can see this. Oh, you can on the screen. It's very small. I just have to leave it. Close some shit down. Won't make a difference, but what can we... Mail. Parallels, 2 boxes. That's not gonna... Canva, maybe Canva. Let's get rid of Canva. If only it could just load. I mean, what difference would it make to anyone if it just loaded quickly? It wouldn't... Doesn't seem to benefit anyone to have to... What am I waiting for? Why do I need to be so patient? So we got the match. That's good. Irish Alex, he calls himself. God, it's super slow. All right, so what I... Okay. I don't remember anything, but so instead of just analyzing it, just quickly going through, was there anything that... Oh, well, right, it's just sort of shit. I can make the 4 point, but obviously I'm going to hit... Maybe this 2-1 I have an ink... Or whether it's actually wrong what I did. Okay, it's still pretty big difference. The double... So I'm not even going to put that through. I'm sure that wasn't a double. This is only a very small double. And the double one, just checking. This is always useful. How big a difference is the... Maybe it's not worth doing this, actually. Checking the blitzing play. So what did I do? I got the right idea, but I should just play... okay. It's very important to come up to the 22 with the last 2. So it looks like this, rather than just do silly stuff that I did. The 3-2, I just don't know what I should do. So let's just see. Okay, fine. 2 down was a big chunk wrong. But also, like, reasonable is 24, 22, 7, 4. And then this hitting, I did it immediately. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't double hit, because if I don't, then he's just going to have loads of returns anyway. Okay, so that's obvious. But I was... okay, the pass. Oh my god. Another huge... Wow, okay. So I've been making a lot of cube blunders on... I thought I got it right in the end. I thought through the numbers. Okay. This he should take. Nothing going on here, I don't think. So the cube, yeah, I wasn't sure about it. I forgot that that it did unsettle me. Was this one? I'm not putting this double two. Oh, move. This is where I kind of didn't think about cubing. So this was a break even double on 4-ply. Double 3 that I had. I should have double switched. Okay, that's a kind of a difficult move, but the clue is the board. There's terrible board on the 2 blots. So it actually becomes a blunder. This one, now I favor clearing the 6 for sure. Wow, funny how I make these blunders. I don't understand, because I don't usually do this on other... I mean, I make blunders, but not there. I very rarely make a bear off blunder. So what did we have here? Okay, the anchor, the double 6. What I could put in, and then... Okay, this is like very difficult cube decision, because it ends up being like break even. And what the reason I clicked there was just to see the cube action. So this is close. So legitimately, I was concerned by that cube decision. It ends up being a bigger no double, and I don't really remember much from here on, to be honest. I don't think there was much. So let's see what the PR was. It's not looking good with the 360 cube blunder. And I'm sure there are going to be other mistakes, because if I made 2 blunders, it's very likely that I made more. But I did get that instinct that it was a pass. I think I got that instinct. So my opponent's like playing significantly better than me so far, but it would be very unlikely. So that obviously the double 3 we had there. And then we're 6 away, 5 away. This double 3 is that one. Yeah, I much favor this approach to analyzing matches. You look through the like decisions that you think you got wrong or right, or that were difficult, and then you look at what did we do here? Okay, so 10 to 6. That's a kind of a small thing, but you know. The 4-3. Maybe I just... Yeah, 21. I don't know why I didn't put it back on the board. And 22. 10 to 4. So this is another blunder. So coming out with the 6 was really bad. These were the difficult ones where you're coming round when your opponent is on the bar, and you want to try and bring your checkers in as quickly as oh, what's this? Oh yeah, this is where I should have split for the backgammon. Okay. Okay, so kind of so I made one more blunder, and the bear off blunder, I guess it makes sense, I suppose. And I'm going to carry on, but going to get something to drink. Actually, I can do it like this, navigate like this, just to go through my mistakes, just to remember that was the small one. 2-4. I didn't see, you see, I didn't see this one play 5-1. That's fine, I can understand that. Yeah, still I don't really... Looking at the fact that I've got these checkers, these spares on the 5 point, these dilly builders, I don't really understand. Okay, he played like almost as well as I did, nowhere near his 15. Plus plus still makes it a no redouble. And part of my thinking is that you don't want to lose a gammon on a 4 cube. But when you're winning so many games, then can't do anything. But a quick rollout, I don't know, probably isn't going to change too much. Redouble take equity here, plus 0.639. So that's what it's worth after he redoubles and you take. Of course, if he redoubles and you pass, it's worth +1 to him. So it's looking like a little bit higher equity, although the confidence interval plus 0.25, so it's going to change a lot. But so far, the redouble equity is a lot higher than the redouble equity on the lower level of analysis. But it's probably not going to change too much. I will leave it for a while I go to get a cup of tea. I will be back in a second. Hi. So the rollout makes it like a very small redouble, but doesn't really change it that much at all. So we will close this. Don't want to save it. So we got Mark, and of course, we know what that means. That we have to play him. Go for a C. Maximus Copius. It's funny, people always do that minor split, but I think 2 down is theoretically better. Maybe it's just a bit uncomfortable to play 2 down. Put all your eggs in one basket. 6-5 can hit twice. In fact, I don't know what to do. I would like to just come out there and be missed. Or I could hit 1 and come down. That has some sense as well. I just don't know. I'm going to go with this ugly stacky play. But, you know, if I get this wrong, I'm not going to be too bothered, because I don't think what I did is going to be a massive mistake, and I just kind of understand why it might be. And that's why the things to focus on are the things that where you look at it and you're like, oh shit, I really don't know. Not like, oh, well, yeah, I kind of know this, but I'm not really sure. Two down is fine, so he doesn't want to run, and I might even feel 14 pips. There's no market loser though, so maybe there's no reason to double, but he shouldn't do this, and don't think he's going to. Suppose I just get it safe. He shouldn't give up the mid either. But anyway, and again, coming deep for maximum contact, so play 8-5 with the 3. Making the 5 point is good because it's the most important point. This is obviously not what he wanted. I mean, all he needed was like a little 5, 4, or 3 to make the 3 point. So again, he shouldn't do that. And maybe, just maybe, I can double, because double 5, double 4 a market loses. And 13 pips, although it doesn't seem like a lot, it's still enough. You don't need that much of a race lead, even with contact. Or at least I'm starting to think that in recent weeks. So I'm like double, maybe a smidgen early here. But I do feel you can often end up losing your market and doing yourself out of a point. Question is, do I give myself a bad 6-1? I'm not sure I should have done, but I didn't want to absolutely trash my board, my checker placement, so I just did that. And I'm going to have the bad 6-1 again, the threat of it. So yeah, maybe that wasn't too clever. But again, going back to this idea, you can always lose your market. Like this is a kind of well, it's not actually, because I'm only 5 pips up, but I forgot that. But either way. And actually, I don't really know how to play it, but at least this solves the problem of the 6-1. But let's say I rolled double 3 there, I would have lost my market. Possibly. So we've got the 6-1 back to being a blotting number. So 6-5, don't know, maybe he can just run with one or both. If he's going to run with both, maybe that's the best. So I can't remember like what. Maybe this is better to put checker on the 4-point. I can't remember what kind of PR Mark plays at, but wow. So he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Wow, very, very good. Well, of course he is, because he watches my streams. So he's. I mean, averaging 4.2 is very, very solid. Very, very solid. And I have to say, over on balance, I'm starting to quite enjoy the playing experience on Backgammon Hub. The board is okay. You can see your opponents. It's not like a random matching system. Maybe there aren't enough people yet, but you know. Yeah, usually just split. I know. Sometimes I think, well, my opponent's got lots of checkers that are waiting to bear down on me, but you know, I just think, you know. And am I going to make the I like just to solidify, make the bar. So it's 6 and 5. Yes, 6 can hit me in his inner board, but at least it doesn't hit with a tempo and allow him to come out. So yeah, he can definitely double here, but I'm going to have an easy take, as in the decision's going to be very easy. But it looks like and smells like and feels like a double to me at this score. So solid play. And now he can't hit, so he just makes the 10-point and comes down. Making the 3-point is an option for sure. But I wouldn't do it. I would do this. So you have some kind of stack checkers. Now I have to get off of there, and then I could duplicate the 4, but it gives him 3s as well. What I'm thinking is, like, if I get hit on the outside here, then I can hit him back. I still might win, but if I get double hit, it's going to be over. So the 3 I'll probably just play 8 to 5, but I kind of, when you see someone plays 4.2, you trust what they do, and I'm just thinking of this really bad double 6. Maybe I have this kind of inclination to come out with 6s here on the hub for some reason, something to do with the way the board looks. He'll just make the 4-point. You can make the 9 and come out, but the 4-point, he's doubled. It's so strong. It's basically leaving nothing. 6-5. Am I going to hit or make the bar point? It's duplicated. No, I don't like that. I see it. It's like the solid play, but I just don't think it's necessary. 3-5, yeah. And now the question is, do I take away half his roll? It's very ugly to hit on the 2-point though, and it does give him some stuff. If I let him, might kind of underhit. One thing I could also do is come out to the 18-point. I should really think through a bit more cogently, but I'm just thinking that I don't want his 6-5 or his What else? 6-3 to point on me. So there'd be a swing on those. Like 5-3 would have pointed on me. Okay, so he's going to do that. That seems right. He gets to unstack as well as doing whatever. And again, coming out or not. And I just don't see why I would. I'm staying back. It's safer. I get to put pressure on the block, on the 3-point. Now he can just cover. Or of course he can point, should he point. I'd much prefer this because of where the checkers end up. And this backgammon can be such a lovely game sometimes. I mean, if this works, it's fine. But of course, when you get hit with the 4-5, 4-6, 3-6, even though, again, this decision of I didn't say I can make the 2-point, which doesn't make it right, seems right. And that is just a very clear play because he can come out and safety the 2 blocks on the 10 and 9, so that makes sense. And again, a coming out, so you could see that the thrust was that I needed to come out, and there's nothing really I can do that isn't coming out that's not gonna completely destroy my position. Kind of turned away, but seems good. Yet another. So he'll just make the 4. So solid. Such a get. He should just make the 4. I think he will. But see, the 4 just completely cuts down my chances of getting those 2 back checkers out. And now he should just come out with both. Bit of a no-brainer, I would say. Yeah. And the question for me, that's a really bad roll. Not sure if that was completely right, but I don't really care. The question for me is like, am I ever going to split with a shitty board like this? Of course not. Don't know about this. Not too bothered. Could I make the 5? Just trying to make the play that increases the likelihood of making both points. Oh. Jeez. I didn't even think about this. That's terrible. My God. So of course I have to come out or at least think about it. What did I roll before? Why was I not thinking? Again, this is a bit like that redouble decision where I wasn't really following the thread. Okay, let's not be too hasty. So this is obviously not great anyway, but 6s and 2s, the point is I can get missed. I'm up in the race, kind of. And then if I get hit, it's not that much of a disaster. Okay, so yeah, I think I have to do this. Like I said, if I get hit, doesn't make a huge amount of difference. That's, I think, the key to finding those running plays. The thrust is that you're going to lose gammons sort of anyway. 5. What should he do? I slightly favour the other one just because more builders. I don't think he needs to, not even slightly, but I do favour the other one. Okay. So he will just hit on the ace. Can he hit there? No. I mean, even if he... What did he do? What did he do? What did he do? Well, I've got a hit. I don't necessarily think I'm going to win the game by hitting, but just thinking of slotting. So now, oh, I don't know. What if I roll a 2-6 now? So I guess 2-6 was the only number that was confusing, because any other two I'm not going to do any splitting with, but 2-6 runs. Yeah, I don't think there's much reason to slot the point. Okay, he just comes in. So he should be winning the race. But it's like, you know, maybe 80-20, maybe a bit more. I don't know, without looking at it for... Okay, now it's... Pip count very deceptive. Yeah, so really nice. I mean, it's interesting that Mark watches the streams and he's like a very strong player. So that's, you know, just goes to show. Usually, most people, I would say, aren't playing... Let's say he plays a 5, I don't know, something like that. 6-2. Okay, so it's done. I don't do that myself. I'm not sure how. I think it's a mini error. I don't see why you would bring 2 down. Kind of want to split when your opponent's made the 3-point. Okay, so nice. Now it's just forced. He's winning, I suppose, because he's got the better points, but he's not going to double. Now he just makes the 5. I just think this is slightly overthinking, but okay. I think I'm going to make the 4, but let's just see. Actually, I'm not sure. So I think my thinking is that if my opponent makes the prime, like makes the bar with 3-2, say, I want to have... Well, he wouldn't with 3-2 because he would hit. But let's say he's not allowed to hit and he made the prime with 3-2. I would prefer to have 1 checker back rather than 2. For sure. How much does it help me to have the 4-point? Not that much. This is interesting. I mean, again, I haven't really thought too much about it, but if you come out, of course, you leave the 3-6 as well. Again, this seems like feels like I've thought about it nicely, like I did with that redouble decision, and I got it completely wrong. I didn't think about that this could possibly be a double. I don't think it can be. I don't think he's going to double. He's just not really got anything. Okay, I don't think so. So 2-6. He's probably going to hit and go to the 5 or the 4. I don't know. It's possible it could be the 4. This leaves too many shots. Feels like he's going to slot the bar out, though, actually. I think he wants to. Well, then now he'll see. If he's taking this much time, he'll see that it's not worth it. Oh no, he's gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, and then this is just, natural. I'm not gonna think about it. Very unlikely for it to be wrong. And question is, can he double hit here? Does he even want to? And I don't think I can be recubing. But maybe. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. With the 4-point, maybe. I do feel a bit lost sometimes on here. I don't know why. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, what do you need to double here? Um. So what? Killing a lot of gammons. It's a 2 cube already. His take point is what, 23? I don't know, 23% or something. So okay, I don't see all these blocks. They're confusing me, but that just means that I can win a gammon if. Okay, all right. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to roll. So again, like he's going to point anytime I roll a 1. It's definitely a double edge. Going forward, it's a gammonage position for both. So he's going to cover with that. And then maybe just rethinking if he starts to threaten to crunch like this. Of course, not yet. He's still got the 5-point board. He can still roll 1s and 3s. Okay, of course, coming out is right. But then the other thing to consider is that, like, if your opponent is going to win, if your opponent wins all of his games are gammon wins, then you don't lose out by. Oh, you only lose out the difference between him being 6-2 and winning the match, which is 15 a bit percent. And when I say only, it's not really only, is it? It's still fairly significant. So now still nothing because he's got his 5s are killed, his 6s are killed. He can play a 4. And then he comes out. Does it matter about the 3? Oh, I can just slot it. What am I doing? I just missed stuff here. 3, 1. So the 1 I'm just gonna cover, of course. Double 6, 1. Just want to spread him. Double 6 doesn't. Well, it put me on the bar. So I can block. I can make the 14. I think. So I get double shots on all 6s. But if he rolls 6-4, I'm only gonna have like 23 shots. Can I do better than that? Okay, I'm just gonna do that. It seems like there's an upside. Now, why am I doing that? So he's got the block now. So I can just do that. I'm just not seeing stuff. I'm just not seeing stuff. And I really should be thinking, okay, about trying to get hit, because he's got 8 checkers off. So, and stopping him from rolling the 1. Yeah, I can feel I'm not playing very well. The checkers are not where I want them. I do kind of want to spread them, play 7 to 6, but the 1-6 is a disaster. Or is it? Still, the checkers are really not where I want them. Still not. I've got a misplaced checker on the 3 point. Okay, alright. I'll take it. I suppose I have to. Do I? Do I? 2 off. Oh, no, I'm not going to leave a shot. Now I'm favourite. I must be. I don't think this is quite enough. His take point's like, what? Same 23% or something. I don't know. Usually when you've got how many checks have I got? 10, 12, 13. So I do want to take a checker off. I don't want to get hit. What am I? Okay, this is different. This could be, but he's got all checkers on the ace point, so he's bearing off pretty fast. He'd prefer like 2 of them to be on the 2 point, but it's not a bad bear off. But I don't leave a shot at all. If I roll like 6, 5, 4, I'll have 8 checkers, and I'll have killed him. So maybe I can get away with keeping this. If I roll 6, 5, 6, 4, and he okay, I've convinced myself. So very easy take. If I roll 6, 2, 6, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, I just take 2 checkers off. And yeah, of course it can't be a pass. Where's my match gone? Okay, 3-2 is not good though. 3-2 doesn't take 2 checkers off. Oh, it does if I want it to, but I'm not going to, because I can still win if he comes in, just about. But if I get hit, meh. If I get hit, I can certainly not win. Okay, Crawford. Not playing well. I don't know why. Up in the race, just play this to the 14 and hope to be missed. 6 should probably come to the 18, yep. And since I'm behind, I suppose I come in on the 22 point. So it's a nice roll for him. He gets to clean up very nicely and have decent checker placement. I suppose I'm trying to build my board as soon as possible, but I'm not going to play 8-2. Now I think I just keep them splitted. He just plays nice and safe down to the 8 point. Gives him a good configuration. I keep myself split probably. Feels like I do. The race is close. I mean, he shouldn't hit loose. It's really only 5-3, double 3, double 5. But when he starts rolling big, now this is a different thing to consider. I mean, I'm going to be 2 pips down, but I can keep one goalkeeper. But I reduce my shot equity a lot if I run from the 22. But this looks a bit suspect to me. But it's probably okay. But then I managed to get off the 5-3. So 5-3, I'm very happy if I run. Very happy. And again, this is like the thing. If he makes the bar, I'm very happy to have... He won't make it with this, but I'm very happy to have a checker from off the 22. So actually, I have no idea about that. There are a lot of things to consider. Maybe he does have to make the bar. Don't know. Running into a losing race. Making the bar seems valuable enough to stay back. And yeah, maybe it's obvious, but then even though I would have been hit, now I'm in bad shape again. These are difficult decisions actually, but they're clear. The parameters are clear. Like, do you want to run or do you want to stay back? Do you want to do this or that? Like, trying to weigh up one against the other. So I think it's pretty clear after a couple of seconds to see that I need to come out because I'm going to get attacked anyway. If I stay, I would have been attacked. "21 seconds. So this is unnecessary. So he looks at these and he shouldn't. I don't think. I'll have a look at all those ones where I think we have to come in on the edge of the prime, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me just think. Yeah, I guess so. If he doesn't make the 6 prime, then I'm probably happy enough to run with a 6. I'm not sure what he's thinking here. He shouldn't do this. This is like overthinking. Of course yeah. Okay. No need to leave a shot. Agree with that for sure. Pick and pass was what I don't know why I said it like that. Was what I saw first, but yeah, I would definitely play 7-4. Gives an awkward 6-5 is good. And now you just win the game, of course, nicely, very nice. So it's going to be 6-3. Unless let's prepare for the double 5. Boom. Boom. We were close. Okay, so 2-1. I've got a free drop that I don't want to jeopardize, so I'm not going to slot, and I think I just take because I've because I won the first roll, so I preserve my free drop as long as I don't get gammoned. Probably get gammoned. Yikes! At this score, I don't want to do that, but for those reasons, okay. But at least I make the 8 point. So he just does that. Can go wrong for me very, very quickly. Just normal if he does this. So I make a pretty decent anchor. He makes the 5. What's my next trick? Am I going to be running way up in the race? Yeah, I am. With that, I am. So he plays 9 and 3. Yeah, if I don't hit, I have to take my gammon medicine. He's a little bit deliberate. Okay, 4-1. I suppose I play safe. This is disgusting. Does this lead to gammons anyway? I didn't have time to really consider. Double 4 just makes the 4 and the 2. Nope. No. No. Yeah. Just make... Now I get gammoned. Just do that. What? He's just using his time. He's got his time. He can use it, but... Yeah, you know, he still doesn't want to do it. I don't think that any play has any real... No. I'm in danger there, so I'm gonna run. If I get hit on the 7, if I got hit on the 7, I'd be screwed as well, admittedly. But okay, he decided he wanted to do that. What do I do? Do I give the shots? I'm not going to. Oh my God. Five two. Okay. Mark's down to 29 as well, which is okay. Can't make the 4, of course. Okay, I'm looking okay. So I've got some rolls. I've got some rolls that are going to be reasonable. That's okay. Gets that horrible builder off the ace point. This is just going to leave 4 shots. Again, I've got some rolls. Wow, he didn't hit. But it's bad going forward. Now I've got no rolls. No good rolls. So I'm going to have to pick and pass. I don't see anything else. And we're back in the same scenario, like lots of bad numbers. Maybe not quite as many as before, but... And he can still win the race. So, but the upside is I shouldn't get gammoned. Okay. Minimize. I think. Was that the right play? Okay, so yeah, we'll see. The PRs could be close actually. I'm just not playing well, but okay, it's not actually over yet. He just needs like a double 5, maybe, or a bit more. Okay, well played, Mark. I haven't got time to do this because I've got to do my little trick, download, and then I've got to not look at it. And then we go here. So what were the decisions? Let's go have a quick scan and this one was a decision. I just don't think hitting twice, because you have to put a checker on the 2 point, and I'm not. Wow, okay. At least I didn't hit twice. So hitting twice was wrong. So I'll give myself some credit. But 16, 11, 13, 7. I don't know why the screen is now flickering. But good match, Mark. Good match. Don't tell, no spoilers. I'm sure you're analysing it, but don't say anything. So this was very easy, I think. Let's see if I can double here. It's not going to be, it's just a small thing. Oh, it gets a lot worse. Really? The 3-2 is going to be a decision as well. Quite that. Oh, I didn't want XG roller. Okay. Anyway, it's not going to make a big difference. The double one I wasn't even sure about. And this, yeah, I didn't even see this. I could just clear the 8 point, which I should have done. So I didn't even see it, which is really bad news. Doesn't bode well. Oh, it's still considering the double. Oh, I see. I plus the double. That's what takes up a lot of resources. Okay. Gets a bit better. So just best to play 6-1. Small error, but it is an error. And then, yeah, I missed 8-6. So I'm missing stuff. So even though, like, I tell people, like, students, I have students, I tell them, even when an error is small, it doesn't mean it's not important. The idea is important, and I get to relieve myself of the bad 6-1 amongst other things by bringing 2 checkers in from the 8 point. What happened here? I think I won the game. So then Mark gammoned me. So he played pretty well here. This 3-1, not sure. Don't think I can make the 5, but I just seems like oh, it's not a double at all. I'm not seeing shit. This 5-1, I believe you have to get off the 21 point, because that's the reason why I thought he should double, which he shouldn't do. Okay, good play. I get one, and then these coming in doesn't make sense to me to come out. Okay, finally getting back in that, in the eye line, in the seeing things properly. And then this, so there were a lot of decisions. Okay, fine, not a big difference. So it was difficult whether or not to hit the 5-1. I would stay back if I had my match, if I had my life again, my match again. Here, I don't know. Here I make mistakes. Sometimes what's going to happen if I stay back? I'm just going to get primed. But I get to make the 2 point. So like, all of these plays were difficult, which is why I'm clicking on them, not just clicking on every play now. Okay, that was a no-brainer. There was a lot of stuff here. This one, again, I'm pretty confident you've got to... Okay, you don't run here. But I'm happier to make the running move than miss it. What happened in the end? I rolled double 2. I didn't get gammoned. So 5-3. I think you should... I mean, why am I saying I think? I'm pretty sure you just play 24, 21, 13, 9 here. Okay, no, it's... He's right. God damn it. 5-3. I just do that. 6-4. Again, another one I didn't know. Loads of stuff. But I got this one right. thankfully. And I'm going to say my logic was right. I don't see this double. So he's doubled 2 early ones, but I thought the other one was a double. This one wasn't right. Shouldn't leave an... Oh. I don't know. Guess I haven't got such a strong board. I'm fairly happy with not doubling here, although, like, there was a... Yeah, wow. Okay. Not even 60, not even a 60%. And then I got gammoned. Did I get gammoned here? No, I didn't. Oh, okay. All these decisions. I'm going to go over these later because they're draining. They're difficult. And they're a different kind of beast. I don't think there's anything. They're all containment plays, so I'll consider them later. Let's just try and keep to the easy stuff. 2014 is fine. 24-23 6-1, which I never even consider. That 5-3, yeah, it could also be wrong. And then we get into these decisions here. So am I way off? Kind of, yeah. I should be making this. I should be making the these are very close. This 4-5, that was tricky, but I should have been making the anchor. So even though I'm behind, I should come up just to try and race. Critical plays. Okay, that makes sense. So it would, even though it's only 35, it would be a big mistake not to run out. And then I spotted that you come in on the 22, although it's close. And then what? I got closed out, did I? The 2-1. I don't know why that's even. I thought I finally figured that one out, but it is a take because you don't want to lose your free drop. And then, what? Can I just play 4 down here? I did not know. No. Okay, all right. Exhausting game, actually, somehow. Like standard, but difficult for me at this moment. What was that noise? Let's see. There were all those containment plays. The 6-5, I should have just played 16, 11, 13, 7, which is just leaves your checkers where you want them. But a nice game. Yeah, the double 1, I don't even know whether that was right. Presumably not too bad to move all those checkers onto the 11 point. If you guys know, I know I'm going quickly if you know what I'm talking about. Hitting, we did that one. We did most of these. It's all these, yeah, it's the containments that are gonna, not necessarily got them wrong, but they're difficult. So let's see. They're down here. I love your feedback. So light harsh. It needs more structure. Okay. Okay, thanks for telling me. I'll try and take it. Take it on board. We will go back to the containment plays. You are an ugly piece of shit, but I'm just saying it to be. Where were the containment plays? It's always, Thomas, it's always going to be hard to follow someone's analysis when you're not in control of the button. So you're just going to have to lump it, I'm afraid. It's not like I can personally attune your analysis to give you exactly what you want. That's what a lesson is, really. I think that's fair to say. So, point taken, but 2014, yeah, he should have hit on the... Okay, so I played well. He should have hit on the ace point. I don't know why he didn't. Let's go back to the... what I wanted to do was go back to the containment plays in this game here. Not this game. So here we hit. Okay, it always gets difficult in these containment plays. Like, he was going to gammon me. It made it difficult that I had to break the 8 point. Then I remake the 7, that's fine. And then the difficulty was when he... Okay, before that, I didn't see that I can just hit on the deuce. So if I don't hit on the deuce, what I'm interested in is what is the best play other than hitting. As in, how should you configure your checkers on the outside, these 5 checkers, to make sure that you keep them such that you can hit this block when it comes out. And actually making the 14 point is best, but it's better to hit on the 2 points. Then I got this play 22, 16, 14, 12. So I got it right that you have to break the 14 point. Then even though I saw it just at the end, it's actually not right to slot at the back at the prime. And 4-2 becomes... This is why it was difficult. 4-2 is a contender. Of course, the point being that you need to pick up that blot on the on his 23 point. So all these plays are supremely difficult. In fact, it looks like it likes playing 13-5. So it looks like it can't decide, or attributes pretty much equal value to not screwing up your board, to trying to get that second checker. So he's got 8 off. If you close him out, you're going to be a favorite. So that's good. But you want to be better than that. And then he picked it up. And then these plays I wasn't sure about either. Do I, not these ones, I closed the board, and now with this, I left a shot. That's nice. That seemed very necessary because I'm only going to have 2 off. Then when he fanned, having 2 off probably seems... Because there's no good 3. You're not going to take 2 off. That's a pretty easy decision. This wouldn't have been a double, just because you can't take 2 off. And then my logic was, wow, yeah. Well, I guess in some ways it was an easy decision. My opponent seems to have higher winning chances than his take point. So his take point is 23.87. That's assuming that the cube is completely live, which means roughly that he will get lots of perfect opportunities to redouble. But it seems here that if he ends up coming back into the game, he'll either win it. Well, he'll either get back into the game and win it without an opportunity to redouble, or he'll lose the game. So that's why, if you look at the winning chances here, they're 24%. And the live cube are lower. So his take point in this particular, it doesn't give you the exact take point, is likely to be 25 or something like that. Somewhere closer, a bit closer to the dead cube take point. Now 3-2, I couldn't do anything. But Mark, you played, I mean, his PR was good. 5-3 is a small one. Then I'm just trying to build my board. But I'm really pleased with a lot of the decisions. I don't understand with the first game I play. I miss stuff. What else? Oh, I didn't say I could make the 5 point. Well, wow. The 1-4 was good. Coming out was good. Not hitting was good. Hitting would have been a blunder. And then it got a bit tricky here, but I managed to close him out and win it. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, let's play one more. I'm not sure if I got time for a hello, Jeff. I'm not sure if I've got time for a 7-pointer. Maybe I do. So you've got lots of players here who I don't reckon. Lots of British Isles based players that I've never seen. I do know lots of people by name. Um, 14. It doesn't matter. Phil Woody seems like a nice enough chap. Okay, it doesn't seem like Phil wants to accept. Who have we got? Rob R. Alan Pop. So was this... That was the person that only plays 1 point matches. Rob R. Do I know Rob R? We'll play a 5-pointer. Maybe we'll play a 5-pointer for a change. Did he decline? Not sure where he did. And we got Jeff. So Jeff, have you haven't played any matches? Or you don't want to play? Ayla McDonough. She wants to play speed. Albert Steg, who I know. He doesn't play 7-pointers, so I don't think he's going to accept either. Or maybe he will. Maybe. No. I think maybe they're playing a match. Could play Mark again. Jerry Wallace, don't know. Richard Boyer, should we play Richard Boyer? It's alright. 12.1, perfectly respectable. Haven't got much time though. Seems like the right opponent isn't quite there yet. Who's the... Paul Pullinger? Don't know him. Oh, he doesn't... Wow. I still don't understand what this PR number is then. Next to the thingy. Because it's not... Doesn't correspond to... Ayop. What about Ayop Manta? Toomey, kind of running out of time. Every second counts. And when you click on them, their PRs are like really terrible. And this is not their last PR, so I don't get what it is. They like to play 1-pointers. We tried Phil. Isla's playing Toomey. The median PR. Where's your... How do I get your profile up? But the median PR is obviously going to have some sort of correspondence to the... They're going to be very close. But with other people... I don't get it. Come on. Should we watch So there are only 15 active. That's not very many. I don't know why I've just twigged. Not very many people on it at all. I know it's a Monday. I'm trying to think what I... Don't like people... Capital letters. Oh, he's only got 1% timeouts. Capital letters always like a... Should we just play a 3-pointer? 18.1. 5 I think he'll play Buddy. Come on, Budworth. Such an English name, Budworth. He's declined. Got time for one more. Someone. Play a bot. That's boring though, isn't it? That's very boring. Alright, let's just play a 1-pointer. But it won't let me challenge him. Because what, he plays casual? 3-pointer with Tom O'Brien? Okay. Good match to Tom. Taffy 89. He's younger than me. Is he not going to play? Good game. Ooh, what's this? What do we have here? What do we have here? So how should he play 3-6? That's nice. I think that's a nice play. So I think I have to do this. It's a bit like the 6-5. If it goes well, then you've created a tenable position. If you just play 11-8, you ain't done much. So that's my logic. So he should hit back. And he'll see it. Another bite at the cherry. And it's just hit and cover, I suppose. Nothing better, or hit twice. What's going on? Twice, leaving too many blots. I don't think it's going to help me to put it on the board. Oh, I'm confused about this one. Do I hit twice or not? Alright, let's see. Let's see how it looks. Probably, yeah. I still got the 11 point, the 8 point. If it goes well, if he rolls like, for example, a 2-6 or a 1-6, I might be cubing him. Yeah. There's like point on the deuce. Really weird one. Okay. Strange position I created. Four can cover. Four can cover. I just think I'm going to do that and leave the blot. I don't see a real play here. I think I have to cover, and then the 3 is. I don't see it. Am I missing something? I mean, I could point, but then that leaves loads of shots. Oh, I don't know. There's a lovely bird twittering outside, which you won't be able to hear. So I just thought if I don't get hit with a 1, I like my position. Which is why I did this. Hitting and then coming out probably from. Okay, that's good. Nice play. 5-3. Don't really know. again. Not desperate to... I want to come in on here. Oh, maybe the 3 is here. Maybe that's the play. Here, up in the raise. Don't want to do that. So I thought if I come in on the 20, I have to do that. But maybe I can do this. Logic being, if I get hit once on the outside, I can make the 5 point. And I want to do that. And that's a good thing. So... And if I don't get hit, then I've put my checkers where I want them. Okay, so he could double hit. Possibly should. 5, and then... Oh, I don't know these anymore. I think I just want to hit on the 4 point. I don't really care about being hit so much. I think this is good. It feels right after construing it for a bit. 5-1. Don't know. Maybe, yeah. So this hits and covers, which I didn't see immediately. Double 2's pretty good, can hit. So now I definitely feel I need to get checkers out, and the 5-4 is good because it enables me to do that. So he hits twice, and I lose my 8 point, and that's terrible. Okay, didn't hit twice, but similar. No. This is one of the things. I want to come in there, yeah. So do I slot? I think probably, yeah. Yeah. So what were the consequences of slotting? The ramifications of slotting? I mean... I can come in where I want to. He's not doubling anyway, but I don't think it... maybe it was. Now after rolling double 5, like I'm seriously considering passing. If he cubes, I don't even know if it's not too good. So what is going on? It's a pretty extreme position. Gets to make that. Okay. Probably the right play. Again, like, what am I going to do if he wanted to cube? I have no idea. Now I found like my timing's better, so I feel like I'd want to take if he doubled in the next go. And again, similarly, coming in, my timing's kind of improved. I won't be likely to crack. He's still got like 4 points to clear. It's not so good, but what can I do? So 6, I guess, coming out from the back, and no other 3. Double 1. He'll be inclined to hit. So it's obvious like the opponent won't double. And what happens when he doesn't double? Probably still going to lose, I think, not having the 5 point. But... And shouldn't be that difficult for him to... What's he got here? Oh, he can just clear the 8 point. Okay, he sees it. That's good. 1-6. We just come out from there, I suppose. I don't know what I would do if he cubed. Probably take. Not sure. At this score, Doesn't cost you too much to get gammon versus not. So, oh, the 6 wasn't forced. Okay, 4-3, I'm going to do that. Now this is nothing. I can't win this game, so probably going to be able to save the G. 6 say back there, is that right? I mean, it's a tiny thing, but be nice. I could make the 2 actually, but I prefer to concentrate on the 5. Now I'll have all these. Okay, I didn't hit all these containment plays. Okay, nice. Oh, oh. Should I have been doing something to save the gammon a bit more there? I don't know. I don't know. Is it possible? It is possible, yeah. But I need two double sixes. 2 double sixes. How long have I got? I haven't got much time. 6-4. What do I do? I don't know actually. Do that. Okay. Probably should hit and split. Another 5-3 from the bar. Okay, should probably make the 5, but there you go. Double 6 is nice. Hopefully he'll just come down here with the 2. No, you won't. Okay. Maybe. I think I still would. Okay, I'm behind. I'm just going to do it to save time. I think it's probably right anyway. So he doesn't want to clear the... Yeah, he doesn't want to clear the mid. You can see that. Again, he's happy just to play him board. But he shouldn't be. Yeah, don't think I want to get hit with a 2. Particularly 3-2 will safety the checker. Will he run from the back? Maybe. I feel he might. No. Okay. So keep the 9 point. And just clear from the rear should win, even though... Oh, I almost left a shot for... without realising he's still on the bar. Okay. Got to remember to double. But he will take. We should. because he's winning. And I can do that. At least, the very least, it duplicated his 6-1, prevented him from making the 5. Now I think he should just make the 3. Yeah. And shall I? Okay, same. I'll do that. I'm behind in the race. So I can probably wait. Try and oppose his prime. So yeah, he doesn't want to split. Oh, he does, which is good. And this is the way to win. It's going to be a famous victory for Taffy. 5-3, not good though. 4-3, good. 4-2, I think he'll hit. No. Nope. I mean, I think he should have done 4 is that. So what do I need? I need like above a 5 to come out. So maybe I give myself a 4 to cover, perhaps. Okay, that makes that. I don't know about that. Give myself more time to roll the... Now I can just come in with a 4. So it's not too bad if I get hit. So still he's got lots of winning chances. He just got to make sure he hits. Or maybe not. Yeah. Maybe not. Just this, I suppose. I know I've got a 5-point board. I mean, oi, wow. What a roll. What a roll. I'm more concerned about whether... Yeah, do that. It should be over. Wow. Incredible. Incredibile. Incredibile. At least there will be time to look through it, which is nice. I'm not sure if he needs to pick and pass, but I don't think it will make a huge difference. Oh, no, don't. I don't know why I felt he would do the thing that he shouldn't do there. So now he can definitely leave shotties. But it looks like it's going to be okay. It looks like just needs to, yeah, 5-1. That should be it. So well done to Tom. That was a tough first game, actually. Really tough. I don't know why people come up to me and I say, oh, I teach backgammon. They kind of, not all of them, but some of them like, oh, is there skill in it? And now when I'm playing this particular game, I'm like, Jesus, I still don't know what I'm doing. So it's funny that there's this kind of... Still, I have this feeling that it's like a kind of a non-skill, just jousty game. Let's download. But then when you actually play it, of course, you realize there can be lots of very, very difficult moves and difficult positions. Why did it say that? Okay, yeah. Like in this first game, like lots of men back. So far, and even here, like third move, I'm wondering how bad 11-8 would be. Don't know. Not that bad. So he hit, then I re-hit, which seems fine. Ah, yeah, this one. And it's not even got that difficult yet. Yeah, I felt like the normal play was just to hit and make the bar. I don't... Maybe it's not that easy. Then this one, I don't see how I could point. But, yeah. 24, 21, 7, 3. Next best, 11, 7. Wow, 11, 7, 6, 3, leaving another block. But you get to make the bar. Would not have considered that. This one I just kind of blagged, so I don't know. I don't really... it is right to stay back. Ugh, yuck. This one is important, so I think you've got it. Oh my god, why do I get these so wrong? So I considered this and got the wrong thing, thinking I don't want him to make the 4 points. I think normally I would have made the other play, but without really knowing why, which isn't a great thing. Okay, so that 5-4 I think is going to be fine. This one I don't think is going to matter too much. Might not be right to slot, but okay, it is. And then he just didn't cube. What happened here? I got hit again. Okay, yeah, and that was so it was tricky, very, very tricky. 6-4. Okay, there wasn't much there, I don't think. Can't remember what happened. Oh, I hit him. Okay. And then just scrolling through, in case if there's nothing to look at, I'm not gonna stop. I know it's a little bit quick. So here the 6-3 seemed... I mean, can I go play 21-12? I don't... Maybe. I don't think so, because I'm gonna... Okay, it is close. And that was it. It was over. So I made some... The 5-4 was the big blunder. There's always one. The 5-4. So he missed lots of cubes, of course. Wow, I made some other huge... I'm missing something I'm not understanding about these positions. Another huge blunder. Okay. Um, 8-3-6-4. Okay, I didn't see that. Good evening, Maysam. How are you doing? I got everything wrong. So this he misplays the 6-4 and that makes it a pass. That's amazing. I didn't know that. You are. I'm going. It's really nice to see you. Summary is we had some nice games. We did. So opponent didn't play too badly. I've got like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna look at this 5-4, and I just don't see it at the moment. But it's worrying because sometimes I might well look at it later and see it. I think all I can do is repeat that my default play would be coming in on the 20 and playing 6-2. But when I look at it more closely, I'm not sure why I would do that when I can just try and go for the better points. I suppose you just don't want to get hit, because when you get hit and you get more men sent back, then you can get cubed and stuff. But I think what's I get concerned with, like everyone, is the big number, the blunder, which I shouldn't need to find a way of not getting so put off by the size of the blunder, and just concentrate on what's right. This again, huge blunder. I see now that you can just come in. I remember saying when I was playing that, I know I need to come out. I think, yeah, I mean, does he have a cube after that? No, not really. Yeah, I don't know. I look at that again while I'm. So those two were the biggies. Innocently thought I did okay. I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, that's what's going to analyze it on a higher analysis level. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and see you next Monday, possibly, probably, most likely.